और अब चलते हैं आप और आपके एक खूबसूरत दुनिया में. यहाँ the host is a well-known gentleman from our community by the name of Mr. Siptan Kazmi. Mr. Kazmi is the CEO of A Money Meta Mortgage Inc., which is located in the heart of Tyson's Corner, Virginia. Each month, you must tune to Aur A Dec and meet the guests presented here by Mr. Kazmi. Well, guess what? Today, his guest of honor is Miss Neha Amir, who is the first runner-up in Miss Pakistan 2017. Let's meet her.
ख़वातीन हज़रात, आदाब. सिप्तान काज़मी आपके सामने आपके लिविंग रूम में पेश खिदमत हैं आप और आपके एक और एपिसोड के साथ. मेरी हमेशा से, जैसे मैंने पहले भी अपने शोज़ में कहा है, कि मेरी हमेशा ख्वाहिश होती है कि ऐसे ऐसे लोगों को कैमरे के सामने लेकर आऊँ और अपने प्रोग्राम में बुलाऊँ जिन्होंने एक ज़िंदगी में कुछ किया हुआ है और ना सिर्फ किताबी इल्म हासिल करने के साथ साथ एक दुनियावी कारनामे भी अंजाम दिए हुए हैं. तो इस वजह से हमेशा मेरी ख्वाहिश होती है कि एक ऐसा आपके सामने मेहमान पेश करूं. तो इसी चीज़ को मद्देनज़र रखते हुए आज के मेरे मेहमान, उन्होंने बड़ा एक हंगामा खेज़ किस्म की ज़िंदगी में काम किया है और क्या कहते हैं, बगैर किसी ताख़ीर के मैं आपके सामने उनका तारुफ कराता हूँ. नेहा आमिर. नेहा, अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम सलाम.
How are you?
Great, happy to be here.
Pleasure is all mine. वो मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आपने अपने कीमती वक्त में से वक्त निकाल कर
Oh, of course. Pleasure is mine.
Thank you so much. तो नेहा, आप मिस पाकिस्तान 2017 की फर्स्ट रनर अप,
जी.
राइट? तो पहले तो हम आपसे बात करें कि हमारे पास है कि मिस इंटेलिजेंट, ठीक है, फिर मिस परफेक्ट एंड ऑफ कोर्स मिस पाकिस्तान यूएसए 2017 फर्स्ट रनर अप. तो इसमें मिस इंटेलिजेंट के हवाले से हम बात शुरू करते हैं.
ठीक है.
व्हाट डज दैट मीन?
From my understanding, it is, so there was actually, it was a 3-day event.
Okay.
So in day 2 of the event, we actually went in front of the judges, the preliminary round, and one by one they asked us a series of questions, and the girl who scored the highest in that round was awarded Miss Intelligent.
Oh, so this has nothing to do with your career?
Actually, it doesn't. We just went in and they asked us a bunch of different questions. Some of them, you know, were very out there.
Okay.
And they were controversial questions at times.
Oh,
so
very
it's
nice.
the girl who is able to answer it with the best of her abilities, and I tried my best, and I guess it worked out.
Well, you know, Miss Intelligent, I love the confidence in you.
Thank you.
And then we come to Miss Perfect. You are a beautiful girl.
Thank you so much.
So the word perfect goes with it. What else comes with this Miss Perfect?
So I'm laughing because honestly, any of the girls that I was with that weekend, they would be Miss Perfect. So I'm not sure how this happened, yeah. But from my understanding, once again, it's the girl with the best physique, who looks the best in her outfits and carries herself. As Ali, who was one of the MCs, said on stage, is just a girl who's overall perfect. And I don't deserve this title, I don't think.
No, what are you talking? Don't be so modest. It's fantastic, fantastic. Yeah. So, get to first runner-up, you have to have, I'm just trying to understand the criteria of getting to this first runner-up.
Right.
Do you have to have certain amount of sashes?
No.
How does it work?
It has nothing to do with that. We had no idea going into it what to expect, really. And like I said, it was a 3-day weekend, so overall it's just there's a talent portion as well.
Okay.
So you're really looked at like in an overall sense of who you are as a person, your career, what you contribute to society, what you study at school if you do. So it's various things. And of course there was a panel of judges, so it was just a decision that they came up with together by the end of the night. And we had no idea who it's going to be.
Oh, wow. So suspense is there.
It is.
So you mentioned things in your career, in education. What is your career?
Right now, I am a mental health therapist.
Oh.
Yes, at Johns Hopkins.
Fantastic.
And I'm also
in Baltimore?
In Baltimore,
okay.
Yes. And I'm also getting my master's right now at Johns Hopkins University in clinical mental health.
Oh, wow. So the Miss Perfect and Miss Intelligent, it fits right there.
No, education has always been an important asset to my family.
Okay.
That's kind of the reason my parents brought us here, was to have more educational opportunities. But along with that, that's not enough in the world that we live in today. It's really
Correct.
important to make sure that we're involved in our community, especially as Pakistanis and what's going on in the world today. So this was just another avenue to do that and reach out to more people. And like I mentioned, mental health is just something that I'm very passionate about, and I'm doing that through all these avenues.
Correct. So, besides promoting the nicer side of Pakistan, what other reasons you had to do the pageant?
I'm a woman. That's a huge reason in itself.
Okay.
I find myself being confined in these little boxes sometimes of what it means to be a Pakistani woman, and I'm still trying to find the rule book of where that definition is. So
True.
In our culture, things like this aren't really accepted. Not even accepted, but they're debatable.
Correct.
They're like, like log kya kahenge?
Oh.
That's a big one, right? And so that becomes something that defines us. And my parents have always told me to shoot for the stars and, sometimes inspire people. And as Pakistani girls, we grow up in this society where we see girls doing all these things, and why are we limited? So
Absolutely.
that was one of my big reasons, I went into this pageant still holding true to my values. I'm a person that enjoys covering up. That's a choice of mine. That's
Absolutely.
not something that I feel someone is pressuring me to do. That's a personal choice. And I said, if I could still be who I am at the end of the day with my own values, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. And another reason was my patients, who I'm always telling them, try new things, try new things. They said, Miss Neha, why aren't you trying these things? So I said, you know what, that's good. So I took up on the challenge.
So how did you hear about this, Miss Pakistan?
I actually didn't even know it existed until Zainab, who is the president, God bless her soul, she's an amazing, amazing woman, and she's
Really?
opened up the platform for so many girls. I feel like a lot of what I owe today is because of her. She really encouraged her. She reached out to me and she said, we have this Miss Pakistan pageant and you might be a good fit for it, you should try it. So I was very honest. I said, what? I didn't even know this thing existed.
So I'm like, you knew her from before, or?
I didn't.
So how did she find you?
Social media.
Good old Facebook.
Good old
and
Facebook.
Snap or whatever those things are called nowadays. I'm too old for that, so even the Facebook is difficult for me to maneuver on that. So now you are a first runner-up.
Yes.
In Miss Pakistan, USA. Where do you go from here?
I've been really surprised myself. I never even know my own next moves. I'm
like,
open.
Would it be another level of pageant which you qualify for, or how does that work?
You can, if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
I'm more on the social service aspect of it.
Okay.
I really would use this title to benefit our country, our people, do some social work where it's needed, especially in the mental health field, which is kind of non-existent in our culture at this point.
Correct.
So I'm more on the social service kind of aspect of it.
Since you got the crown and these, any changes? How did you?
For me personally, I don't know. I've dined with people who have nothing, and I've dined with people who have everything, and I try to remain constant. However, I've just been exposed to so many cool experiences, opportunities.
Oh, good.
Even meeting you right now, it's awesome.
You're too kind.
So I'm just letting all these things come to me. I don't really know what's happening next, but I'm just open to it. I'm open to experiences and meeting new people and letting that impact me and affect me in a positive way.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it must be very difficult for you to accommodate this event into your schedule with Johns Hopkins and how many siblings you have?
I have 2 younger brothers. I'm the eldest.
Okay.
Yes.
So
It is.
Gharasti is also there.
I mean, to give you an idea, this morning I had a meeting at 9 a.m. And then I had a full day of seeing patients. After that, I went to school directly and had 4 hours of classes. I went to the bathroom, put on this outfit, and came to see you.
Oh, wow. And look this beautiful.
Thank you.
I
tried.
That's very nice. I'm like, I tell this to my children also, that what have you done today which you didn't want to do, or you don't have to do. Because I'm a big believer that there's a sentence which can kill a generation, which is do it this way because it's easier.
Yes.
Or I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, those two sentences really, and today's technology have forced us to do things which is more convenient.
Definitely.
And do it this way because it's easier, but it reduces, as a matter of, it kills the ambition an individual can have in his life. But hats off to you that, keeping all of these things aside, he's like, no,
Still try.
I'm going to do it. So, were you born in America or?
No, actually, I was born in Lahore, Pakistan.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I came here at the age of 7.
Okay.
Yes.
And where do you live now?
I live in Bel Air, Maryland.
Bel Air, north
Yes.
of Baltimore.
Yeah, about like half an hour or so north of
Wow.
Baltimore. Yes.
And your family is here?
They are all here, yes.
Okay. And is the rest of the family as artistic and as outgoing as you are?
Absolutely. I mean, I have 2 younger brothers. We just inspire one another. I mean, being in school and doing all these things is important to us, but being out there in the community and really trying to represent the Pakistani community, which don't have a lot of role models and things like that, it's really important to us. And we like to help everyone just come to the top with us, and it's really, really an important goal of ours to make sure that Pakistanis are represented and understood in the way that we really are, not by the way that the media presents us.
Wow. I mean, it is such a great thought that people in your age group, and you're a lot younger than me, to have this sense of responsibility to their country, to their culture, it's a great honor. And please, my request will be to respect this, and I'm sure you're already doing it, and I'm nobody to tell you anything like that or suggest. So I'm like, tell me, let's go back to the pageant.
Okay.
How many girls were there on, you said it's a 3-day event, right?
Yes.
So how many girls were there on the first day?
So before even this, there was actually a phone interview. It was a preliminary
Oh.
interview even to become a finalist.
Okay.
And that I'm not sure how many girls had applied. And then some Zanab reached out to. And after that, there was a top 10. And those were the girls that were announced on social media and things like that. Those are the girls that came out and actually participated in the event.
On the day of the event?
Yep.
I see. And then out of those 10, they get picked top 3? Like winner, first runner-up, second runner-up?
Yes. So there was actually a top 5 even before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then out of top 5?
And so all the top 5 girls got asked a question by a judge, and then based on everything, there was actually a top 5. Yeah.
So here's a question for you. First runner-up, and there's a winner.
Yes.
How much of a gap you think was between you and the winner?
Hira, who is the winner, she was a little older than me.
Okay.
However, I went into this pageant not really knowing what to expect. I had this like pageant culture in my head, girls might be mean to one another and blah, blah, blah. But we really sat down, and the power, I'm telling you, the power that was felt between like woman to woman, it didn't even matter who won at the end of the day because of what came out of our hearts and our mouths and our minds, of what the goal that we have together of empowering women. So at the end of the day, they gave all of us crowns, which is so kind of them, and they make us all feel like queens. And we're all doing what we can, and inshallah, we have future plans to meet together and do projects together. So Hira is an inspiration on her own, and she really deserved it.
So there was no...
She's like an older sister to me. I know you're trying to get something, but I'm telling you, we really, really like each other.
Like, oh man, I wish I had that 2 more inches on me.
No, let me tell you. At the end of it, we were holding hands and we were facing each other right before they were announcing the winner. And in those moments, we were holding hands, and she said to me, this has been a great experience. And I told her, I can't wait to work with you in the future. So people might think that in those moments, like, we hate each other, but we were just looking at each other, and it was such an empowering moment. And we held hands the entire time, and we were just happy to be there.
That's fantastic,
Yeah.
because teamwork,
Yes.
it shows so much. Like team sport, you got each other's back.
Yes.
And whatnot. So when are your masters going to be done?
I have about a year and a half left.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Not too far out.
Not too far.
And then you want to
And
stay in this
then-
area, or do you want to?
Oh, life, man. I don't know. Life will just go in different places. Inshallah, I definitely am planning to pursue my doctorate and just do anything that life gives me. I'm ready for it. Bring it on.
That's fantastic. I want you to take 30 seconds
Okay.
and look at the camera
Okay.
and tell young girls your age who are career oriented and also have a little leap of faith that so message.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention to Neha.
Well, I don't think I'm up there to give any advice or anything like that, but from my experience, I will tell not just Pakistani girls, but really all the girls around the world to really try and step out of your comfort zones. You will never know the heights you will reach and the experiences that you will have. It just requires a little bit of courage, and I think that we all have it within us. And once you try that, there's nothing holding you back.
Beautiful. Neha, thank you so
It's been a
much.
pleasure.
Such a pleasure. Khawateen Hazrat, ijazat, Khuda Hafiz.